Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Pope, and I am your National President for Tau Beta Sigma. I want to send the warmest hello and happy Founders Day to all of our sisters and brothers around the nation, as well as around the world. This evening, we will be bringing you a reading of the Tau Beta Sigma Founders Day ceremony. I am joined this evening by members of the National Leadership Team, including National Vice President for Membership and Expansion, Siobhan Wilkes-Bratcher, National Vice President for Special Projects, Leslie Garton, National Vice President for Communication and Recognition, Allison Lehman, National Vice President for Professional Relations, Dr. Latoya Webb, Chairperson of the Tau Beta Sigma Board of Trustees, Dr. Don Farmer, and our Tau Beta Sigma Alumni Association Chairperson, David Alexander. We will now begin the Tau Beta Sigma Founders Day ceremony.
Laid before you are some of the symbols of Tau Beta Sigma. While these symbols hold deeper meaning to sisters in the bond, they represent the founding principles of our organization. A foundation is defined as an underlying basis or principle upon which something is built. Today we honor those who have laid the foundation of our sorority and have provided us the opportunity to come together as sisters and brothers in the bond of service to band programs across the nation. To exemplify this coming together, we will now sing the national hymn. In 1939, Wava Baines, along with Emily Sorrell and Ruth Linnell Williams, first developed the idea of establishing a band sorority for college and university bandswomen. Inspired by Kappa Kappa Psi, these women established a student organization at Texas Technical College named Tau Beta Sigma.
In 1941, the group asked A. Frank Martin, Grand Executive Secretary of Kappa Kappa Psi, for assistance in nationalizing Tau Beta Sigma, where it was decided they would petition to become an auxiliary unit of Kappa Kappa Psi. Because of complications due to World War II and within the Grand National Council of Kappa Kappa Psi, it was recommended in 1945 that this local group form their own national organization.
Because they wanted to affiliate themselves with Kappa Kappa Psi and share in the resources that the fraternity had to offer, the bandswomen turned over all of their work and the name Tau Beta Sigma to the Women's Band Sorority at Oklahoma A&M. Through this act, the chapter at Oklahoma A&M would become the Alpha chapter, and the chapter at Texas Tech would become the Beta chapter. Per this agreement, Texas Tech would also be known as the founding location of the sorority, and Wava Baines would be known as the founder.
On March 26, 1946, a charter was granted by the state of Oklahoma, legally establishing Tau Beta Sigma National Honorary Band Sorority. In years since, the organization has been dedicated to serving collegiate bands, promoting women in music, and establishing itself as a prominent organization in the college band field.
We, the sisters and brothers of the national chapter, are gathered here today to celebrate our Founders Day and to recall and rededicate ourselves to the ideals of Tau Beta Sigma.
Music is the common tie that brought us to this organization, and our dedication to serving the bands is at the core of everything our sisterhood hopes to accomplish. Our official motto, Tau Beta Sigma for Greater Bands, exemplifies these two central tenets of our organization.
With the principles that the sisters and brothers of Tau Beta Sigma have subscribed to in our ritual, we have 5 qualities to be observed by all members at all times.
Knowledge and development of your physical powers in the quest for good health and bodily perfection. Recognition and development of your intellectual potential. Appreciation for and the maintenance of the highest moral standards. Achievement of and the personification within you of lofty spiritual ideals. Cultivation and maintenance of your emotional poise under all conditions.
These ideals have been integral to our organization since its conception and have provided a framework for success of our sisterhood. From our founding sisters to the newest initiated member, these qualities have helped guide our mission to serve the bands.
The 8 essential factors of Tau Beta Sigma promote friendship and respect among sorority members.
Physical and mental qualities of an attractive nature.
Demonstrated loyalty and dependability to those persons and institutions deserving of it.
A truthfulness and honesty which instills a sense of trust in others.
A cheerfulness at all times and under all circumstances, even in the face of great trial.
A mutual interest in the art of music in its performance and in the aesthetic qualities it can project to others.
Generosity of the mind, heart, and hand.
Tolerance, tempered with kindness and a consideration for the needs of others.
Fortitude and courage to see an ideal, to seize upon it, and to follow it wherever it may lead you in Tau Beta Sigma.
The 8 essential factors guide all of our relationships, not only with the sisters and brothers of Tau Beta Sigma, but how we conduct ourselves in our personal and professional lives. As sisters and brothers of Tau Beta Sigma, we believe that it is an honor to be selected to serve. With this honor comes the responsibility to hold ourselves to the standards prescribed to us throughout our time in the sisterhood.
One of the most important relationships we cultivate in our sisterhood is that with our brothers of Kappa Kappa Psi. Over our history, Kappa Kappa Psi and Tau Beta Sigma have worked together to serve collegiate bands across the nation. We have established a long-lasting love in the bond that will continue to develop a mutual respect and promote the growth of stronger band programs across the nation. We would not be the Tau Beta Sigma we are today without the love and support that our Kappa Kappa Psi brothers have shared with us for many years.
We will now share our love in the bond by singing the loyalty song.
With full hearts and great reverence for the founding of Tau Beta Sigma, we thank you for attending this ceremony. It is important to remember that for any organization to be successful, it must be built on a solid foundation. On this Founders Day, we remember those who laid the foundations of Tau Beta Sigma. We celebrate the achievements that we have had, and we look forward to the accomplishments of the future. Happy Founders Day, everyone.